I'm sure you all have seen the title of this video, and that's exactly what we're doing. I'm gonna eat exactly, well, not exactly, but I'm gonna eat how I ate when I was in college on a budget. So it's gonna be relatively cheap meals that maybe you could try if you're on a budget as well. But we're just straying off course just a little bit, and I'm having my typical coffee and dark chocolate to start off with. I know you all are like, why does he always have this, guys? Do not write it off until you tried it. You may have to use the bathroom after to do a number 2, but who doesn't like doing a number 2, right? That means your bowels are working well. It's just before 12 p.m. and I just finished making breakfast, and this is what I made. So I got oatmeal. Back in college, I'd actually use the Quaker oatmeal packets, but I'm just using regular oatmeal, which is actually cheaper. So I got 60 grams of oatmeal, a tiny bit of milk, and a sugar-free sweetener to make it taste good. And I got 3 whole eggs, 1 egg white, spinach, and pea meal bacon. But in college, I wasn't having the pea meal bacon. I would just have 3 whole eggs. And I think I would do maybe 2 or 3 egg whites. But it's gonna be a lot cheaper to get box egg whites instead of using your egg whites from your whole eggs. You're gonna save more money in the long run. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast, then do some grocery shopping because I have some budget items to pick up. So see you at the grocery. I just wanted to show you all the oatmeal I get now, which I wish I got in college instead of getting the individual packet. So I'd get a big one of these. And it turns out to be a lot cheaper, but you'll probably need a sugar-free sweetener to make it taste good, and that's what I do. So get this. What do you think about the fresh haircut though, the fresh fade? Paid $50 for this fade too, you know, so hope it looks good. I just want to know why Canada is so cold. So if you all don't live in Canada and you're all about to go college or thinking about going to college, I recommend not coming to Canada if you don't like the cold. I think it's like -3 degrees and it's only going to get colder because we're in January and February tends to be like the coldest month of the year. I'm going to show you all everything I got. I got penny pasta, vegan meatballs. You all know how much I love these. 0% Greek yogurt, strawberry flavored. Egg whites, I was talking about the box of egg whites earlier during breakfast, so I'd recommend getting this if you want to save money. Instead of using your egg whites from your whole eggs, you could just use both and you save money in the long run. A whole chicken, which is not too pricey. I got this whole chicken for I think about 12 Canadian, which is not too bad. So if you're on a budget, maybe you may be able to afford this, and it's so convenient and easy instead of like cooking your chicken. And I got 2 bags of blueberries that I would use for my Greek yogurt or for my oatmeal. And I just got 12 eggs. And that's my mini grocery haul. So I'm gonna pack this up and hit a gym session. What's up, guys? So I'm currently buzzed on caffeine doing this voiceover, but this was my last upper body focus day before gyms unfortunately closed in Ontario, which is very sad. But I started off with incline dumbbell press and I superset it with pull-ups. Yes, I use straps for my pull-ups because my grip tends to always give off before my back. So if you're in my situation, using straps could definitely help you for your pulling movements. Next up, I moved on to Y raises, which is a really good exercise to work your side delts in its shortened position, and I superset that with rear delt rows. Realize that my arms are at a 45-degree angle, which is going to be better to bias your rear delts. Next up, I moved on to incline Zottman curls, which is going to work your bicep in its lengthened position plus your forearms. So if you have weak forearms like I do, this is going to be a great exercise for you, and I superset that with overhead tricep extension. The key is to keep your elbows as close as possible to your ears when doing these for proper form. And to finish off my workout, I finished off with a proper lat pull down, making sure my elbows are driving towards my hips. I just got home and it's almost 4 p.m. and I only had that one meal, so you know your boy is starving. So to kickstart my recovery, I'm gonna have these Rice off-brand Rice Krispie treats, which are really cheap by the way, so if you're on a budget you could afford these. I know some of y'all are gonna want to know how I make my pasta, which is really simple. So I get my 85 grams of pasta, put it in boiling water for around 15 minutes. Of course, it will all depend on the pasta you get. Some pastas cook faster than others, but while that's happening, I have a teaspoon of olive oil and I have minced garlic. And I'm gonna wait until this browns a bit, then I'm gonna add my sauce. So instead of just using mainly sauce, I'm gonna add a bit of this, and I'm also gonna add some diced tomatoes, which is lower in calories, and it's just gonna make my meal lower in calories, and I get veggies from my tomatoes. So the garlic is browned. Now I'm gonna add my sauce. Add a bit of this. It's good enough. I added the diced tomatoes, and that's my sauce. And I just added some spinach, which should shrivel when it cooks up a bit. Then I'm gonna add my meat. Lunch is finished and it's 4:20 p.m. Anyways, so for my meat, I ended up using vegan meatballs, but back in university, I would use chicken thighs or I would use ground beef. So either or would be pretty like budget friendly. Even these vegan meatballs are friendly, but I'm assuming you all don't eat vegan like I do. And for those wondering, I eat these vegan meatballs because they taste good and it just reduces my meat intake. I still eat meat, but I really enjoy these vegan meatballs. This is how the meal looks. I added some cheese on top, if you didn't realize, but I'm about to dig in. It's now 7 p.m. and I'm having my dinner. And I'm so sorry guys, I wanted to make rice and tuna, but I realized I only had one can of tuna, and if I wanted to get enough protein I would have had to use two. So I'm having the rotisserie chicken that I got in the grocery. I cut the chicken breast and the chicken leg from it, and I'm using this packet rice. I got a Dollarama, which is really cheap. It's like $1. And the tuna I would have used was like $1.50 per can. But to be honest, the chicken I got at the grocery isn't that expensive either. So it's still, you could still say it's like a budget friendly meal. This is the packet rice I used, and it's literally $1 per pack at Dollarama. So if you live in Canada, you should definitely cop this if you're on a budget. Or what you could do, you could just get a whole bag of rice and it's probably cheaper, but for convenience, paying $1 per pack isn't that bad, especially if you're like studying a lot in university / college. Who has time to make rice? Unless you have a rice cooker, but still. Imagine just throwing your packet rice in the microwave and boop, it's done in 1 minute. Got my dessert ready and are you all ready to see this? This is probably the meal or meal / snack that I ate the most in college. And guess what it is? Oatmeal with protein mixed in it, blueberries, a tablespoon of peanut butter. If you want this recipe, go check it out on my shorts channel. Search up Mikahail shorts oatmeal protein recipe and you should be able to find it. And I could tell you, it is very budget friendly, especially if you get like a... So the protein I use, and I would probably recommend this to you all if you all aren't interested in Greg Doucette's protein, which I use actually, and I'm sponsored by the company because I like their products. You can check out the link in my description to shop their protein. It is very good, but if you want cheaper protein, I would recommend getting protein from My Protein. You can literally get a bag of 11 pounds for, I would say maybe 70 Canadian. And once you get it for that price, per scoop is literally cents. It's very cheap. I'm gonna have that protein and I'm gonna finish off with 2 salted caramel chocolates. And that's gonna be everything I eat today. I'm not sure how many calories or what my macronutrients exactly, but I'm assuming it's not over 3,000 calories. Maybe like 2,800 is my guess. I measured quite a bit of things today, so I'm gonna plug it in MyFitnessPal and see what MyFitnessPal says, but I don't think it was anything above 3,000 calories. And that's it for today's video. Happy New Year to all of you all, and I wish you all the best and see you till next video. Peace.